earlier warming up Clarke Pride, and they're a little bit shorter on their roster. I mean, that's okay. Be short and mighty, and you can be a little bit fast. But for Clarke right now, for Clarke Pride, we're looking at the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's a little height, but it's going to give them advantage to sneak into the drive and get some layups and also draw some fouls on the Hawkeyes.
It certainly will be interesting to see how head coach Adam Hawking has coached them to prepare for Iowa. Like you said, Clarke only has 3 players 6 foot or above. When you look at Iowa, you can tell that they have more than just 3 players 6 foot or above. You just look at Hannah Stolke getting ready here at center court for tip-off as we get ready for the first game in Carver-Hawkeye Arena for the 2023 season. It's won by the Hawkeyes right off the bat. Clarke to Kate Haase, the senior freshman from Freedom, Wisconsin, puts Clarke up on the board. Now Clarke right inside for Stolke, off the glass, no good.
Sneaky
Rebound.
and fast in the drive, and that's what they did earlier.
They were able to get in off the glass to get their first 2 points as Caitlin Clarke now brings it across half court. She's going to drive to the paint herself and gets fouled on the way up. So Clarke will be going to the line for 2. And Caitlin Clarke last season we talk about all of her stats and how she led the nation and a whole lot of things, but she was also really consistent from the charity stripe. Shot .839 last season, makes the first one there. And it was funny, at the crossover Kinnick game, she airballed one of her free throws, and in the post-game presser, she promised everyone who was there that she will never rebounded by who else but Caitlin Clarke. That was Macy Kukta, who pulled up from beyond the arc. And now a foul charged to Caitlin Clarke. We'll give the ball back to the Pride.
You know, earlier when we were kind of walking around the court, there's a weird feeling on the court a little bit when we were dribbling around. I don't know if it's something to be an excuse for that foul, but you know, with Caitlin Clarke, I mean, you have to look at those fouls early on, because if she were to foul out early, that can be a problem for the Hawkeyes.
Well, I don't think it was even a foul. I think one of the ball, they're looking at the basketballs themselves, checking how bouncy they are, and I think the ball that they were using
was a little bit flat.
Yeah, it was a little deflated. So Caitlin's like, "Why are we stopping the game for this?" And now they're kind of laughing it off a little bit.
A little laugh off right there.
Caitlin was a little frustrated. Thought she got called for a foul, but nope. Just gotta switch out the basketballs. So it'll be Kate Martin to inbound. Don't know how many times you're going to see that. A game stop in the middle of a drive.
I've seen it once, but that was in the NBA.
Kate Martin drives inside, back up to O'Grady, off the glass, no good. Left it a little short. And the whistle is called. It'll stay with Iowa. That's certainly something that, with the absence of McKenna Warnock and Monica Sinano, both of them graduating last year, it's really been a big question, who's going to be the bigs now? And sophomore Hannah Stolke has certainly stepped up into that role, as well as Addison O'Grady, as Clarke drives in, steps back off the paint, and good.
That's her move. That is
number 24, Maya Merschman, getting the Pride up on the board. Clarke, cross-court pass to Stolke, inside on the paint, double team, battling, threw it off the glass, no good. Merschman.
What a look.
Caught it in the air and then sent it off the glass to make it a 6-6 tie ball game. Now here comes Gabby Marshall off the glass and in to retake. Clarke comes down with it. As Marshall gets a screen from O'Grady. Gives it inside to Addison. Off the glass jumper, no good. We're all knotted up at 8. Here comes Iowa the other way. Marshall one-on-one, makes a move. Tries to get around. That's a step back, gets it back to Clarke outside the arc. Now she's going to drive towards the paint, looking for someone. And off the glass, and a big and tough glass and in to tie it up again. Clarke pulls up from 3, off the back iron, no good. Stolke with the rebound, gets it back out to Martin, over to Davis. Back to Marshall on the left side, inside for Davis, off the glass, falls and draws the foul. Doesn't get the and one, will go to the line for 2.
What a good cut from Molly Davis. That look was perfect. But, you know, you didn't finish it, but that's okay. You draw the foul, and now you're going to the line.
It was a tough look for Molly Davis, a little bit of a mismatch as well. But she was able to draw the foul. She would go to the line for 2. Last year, she was one of the better free throw shooters for Iowa. She had a free throw percentage of 88.9, drains the first one. Sydney Fulter checks in for Kate Martin, the junior guard. Molly drains them both. Stokey comes down with the rebound. Here comes Iowa. Clarke driving towards the net, off the glass, no good. Stokey right there for the putback and in. Good. Molly Davis comes down with the rebound. Fast break to a Fulter, inside off the glass and in. Molly Davis to Sydney Hawkeyes as she fell down trying to.
Good defense on Hannah Stolke.
Hawkeyes trying to crash the net but fell down. It'll be a timeout, and we'll take one as well. Hawkeyes lead 16-10. You're watching women's basketball on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back to Carver-Hawkeye Arena. Hawkeyes lead at 14-10 over Clarke University. Again, Clarke Pride were 2022-2023 NAIA champions last year. Iowa was runner-up in the NCAA championship. So really this game is a battle of what the NAIA's best and the NCAA's best here today. As now it's as Kylie Feuerbach enters the game for Iowa after missing all of last season injured. Molly Davis cross-court to a Fulter, back up to Marshall. Feuerbach gets double teamed, finds Davis from beyond the arc, wide open, nails it.
Good look from Molly Davis, wide open, took the shot, and drained.
And that was Taylor Norris. In
the 2021 season, she played all 32 games and started her first 2 seasons as a Hawkeye, transferring from, I believe, which was Iowa State.
Yeah, it was called for the travel. Keeps it a 19-10 ball game. Here comes Caitlin Clarke. Feuerbach inside to Goodman, back out to Clarke. Clarke step back 3 off the back iron. No,
it looked a little different.
It did look a little different. And I think she had some fun putting it in Caitlin's face as Goodman off the glass, no good, but rebounded by a Fulter at the putback is good. Make it down off the glass, no good. Clarke in transition, has a Fulter in front of her, but will take it herself. Woo! And off the glass for 2 more.
Good move on Caitlin Clarke, right behind the back, trick him a little bit. I mean, that would have me spin.
Nicole McDermott gets it to go over Caitlin's defense as now she drives in, one-on-one off the glass and one.
These are the kind of things that get Carver-Hawkeye Arena fired up, and those Iowa fans looking at Caitlin Clarke and seeing that she can drive to the basket, and kind of get that little fire started in for the Hawkeyes. Get started a little bit slow earlier in the first little part of the game, but I think now they're kind of, what we said, is they're getting more comfortable.
Starting to get comfortable as Jada Gyamfi and Hannah Stolke check back in as a Fulter and Goodman will take a seat on the bench.
Jada Gyamfi's in, and I've had my eyes on her for a while. I think that she could be a main asset for this team. She's starting pretty tall, and she
did make one from beyond the arc as Clarke tips this one into the air and brings it back down with a little bit of help from Taylor McCabe. McCabe to the corner for Feuerbach for 3. Oh. No good, just down hard, but both of them seem okay.
That kind of aggression coming out of D1 level, that's important, but sometimes it can get a little scary, AJ.
Yeah, especially in an exhibition matchup that doesn't go towards the record. Both teams definitely want to get their starters in, get them their minutes, but wouldn't be surprised if maybe towards the second half we see some newer names coming for both of these squads. Stolke makes the first after the foul. And Stolke nails them both.
Hannah Stolke
was big long 3, but off the back iron, rebounded by Stolke. But she has been the headliner to take over that position with Monica Sinano now graduated and gone.
I could definitely see that title on her. I think that she has so much potential, and it's been shown so far early on in the season, especially that first game against Paul.
Davis charges in, gets it to go off the glass, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. The Hawkeyes lead Clarke University 30-12 after 1. When we come back, will have it. Welcome back to Carver-Hawkeye Arena. Number 3 ranked Hawkeyes lead it 30-12 over Clarke University. Vivian in that first quarter, Caitlin Clarke finished it with 11 total points. She was 4 for 7 from the field, 3 from 3 from the free throw line. Jay Reister along with Vivian Smoski. And Vivian, Iowa really put the pedal to the metal there in the second quarter, dropping 32 points while holding the Pride to just 6. What do you expect out of the Hawkeyes coming out of the half?
AJ, I mean, I think obviously I'm here for the Hawkeye win today. I don't know if they're going to pull 100, but to see if they would, I mean, that'd be kind of interesting. Clarke and Iowa have met on one occasion in 1975-76 season, and Iowa leads the all-time series 1-0 with a 68-32 win in Iowa City, as they once again are in Iowa City playing each other.
We'll see if it's a similar result.
Half the half. You know, maybe they got a little cooking in the locker room, making sure, hey, they got to get some shots up and finish them. Good move. Good finish.
O'Grady answers with 2 of her own. Maya Merschman gets the floater to go.
Maya Merschman has definitely been a player on the Clarke Pride team who has contributed a lot of play, especially as she has been hustling back and forth. And I mean, she is a player to watch.
Yeah, she's currently leading the team in points with 8. The next closest is Haase with 6. And then Cookta with 3, and then Peterson, McDermott, and Norris all have 2. For Iowa, Stolke, the leading scorer, with 20. Misses her first free throw there. And then Clarke has 13, and Molly Davis has 7. Hawkeyes really been spreading the ball around, as Stolke makes her second good is Macy Cookta. Clarke pulls up from the MediaCom logo and drains it.
Hey, we've been waiting for that one.
Merschman, no good. Kate Martin with the rebound. Caitlin Clarke the other way. Behind the back, inside the paint,
Good
into
luck.
Stolke, off the glass, and good.
Good finish on
Nicole
both.
McDermott, the NAIA All-American honorable mention, gets on the board. Now Clarke goes to work inside, off the glass, and good. Caitlin Clarke starting to heat up. That one doesn't go. A lot of floaters here in the second half by Merschman to start things off.
Good grab from Sharon Goodman, making sure she gets that ball right when it hits off the rim.
Here's the give and go. Clarke tries to go to work inside.
Good finish. Baskets.
That's
Good
Sharon.
grab from Sharon Goodman, cutting down that pass and making sure to get the turnover for the Pride.
Clarke off the glass as they continue to put the pedal to the metal here against Clarke in this exhibition matchup. Their first game in Carver-Hawkeye Arena this season. Stolke inside, off the glass, gets it to go again.
It's just going in. She's still not giving up. She's ready.
That one's tipped by Gabby Marshall and is a steal.
Good defense on Gabby Marshall.
In front for Kate Martin, off the glass, and one.
And give me that, AJ. Give me that, AJ. And one.
Kate Martin in transition, off the glass, draws the foul, and a potential for a three-point play here.
AJ, grab the popcorn. I'm ready.
We do have some extra popcorn in here. I might have to go refill it, though. This game's been exciting.
This game's been exciting. Looking at the score, it's 80-25, but we still got some things. We asked.
It's Johnson and McCabe. And McCabe has had some minutes. We'll see if she's able to get on the board here. This is Stolke. Gets the pass from Davis. Can't get the first one to go. Rebounds it herself. Out to McCabe for 3. No good. Or excuse me, that's Sydney Folter. This one's put back by Goodman. And that one does.
For the Pride.
This one's tipped away. That one's taken away by Folter. In transition, Gabby Marshall gets it to go.
And finished.
Lindauer. Gabby Marshall one-on-one. Gets it to Goodman. Looking around, back out to Marshall beyond the arc. Tries to get a screen from Goodman. Inside. Goodman off the glass and in.
What a look. They're definitely using their high-lows, making sure they get those easy baskets right by down on the bottom of the basket. And that's, we haven't seen a lot of outside shots taken, but when we see them, look at that. Grab, pass, boom, in. Easy high-low.
Goodman with the putback. It's 87-30 Iowa's. Clarke takes their first time out of the half. You're watching women's basketball on Big Ten Plus. Has been an absolute player for the Iowa Hawkeyes so far in this one. 25 points, 10 for 14 from the field, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. Still to nail a three-pointer and 4 for 5 from the free throw line as well. She's also notched up 10 rebounds. She's got a double-double so far.
Hey, give her a triple-double.
This one, no good off the front iron.
Good grab from Molly Davis, making sure she's running down the ball up the court. And there we go. And up. Easy.
Sharon Goodman in transition. Just bad bounce off the rim and out. Here comes Sydney Fulter. McCabe still looking for her first basket. Gets the pass from Goodman and is fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line for 2. Taylor McCabe, one of 2 players, still looking for her first basket in this one.
Maybe this is her time to get her 2 points in.
And it's all up to Kennis Johnson. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. Iowa's taking their first timeout of the half. They're up 89-30. You're watching women's basketball on Big Ten Plus. Couple of weeks against Farley Dickinson. Clarke, this is their first game of the season. Also, head coach is Adam Hawkeyes, first coach since taking over the job this season. They open up their season in a couple of weeks at St. Ambrose as Taylor McCabe makes her first from the free throw line. Now it's just up to Kennis Johnson. She's the only player who hasn't scored yet. She has come into the game for a little bit. Norris, no good. Rebounded by Taylor McCabe. Here she comes the other way. Goodman out to McCabe for 3 off the back iron, but rebounded by a Fulter. And that one's going to go out of bounds. They'll stay with Iowa. Kylie Feuerbach will be the inbounder. Fulter driving in off the glass, no good. So it'll be Iowa's ball as McCabe brings it the other way with Molly Davis. Goodman looking around. He's going to bring it back to the top of the key. Inside for
Good
Davis.
look.
Nice give and go.
Little smile running away from that fast, easy look. She's like, oh, I got that. I look at her.
Excellent goes the junior forward from Earlman, Iowa. Puts up a three-pointer. Makes it 93-33. As that is Hanselman's first points of the game. Davis just looking to take this clock all the way down. She'll put up a last-second shot here.
Good
Cross-court
pass.
Feuerbacher for 3 at the buzzer, no good. And that is the end of the third quarter. Hawkeyes up 93-33 as we get set for the fourth quarter. You're watching women's basketball on Big Ten Plus. Is coming back out
She's
for
going,
the fourth
hey.
quarter. Might as well. All the starters are back out to start off this fourth quarter.
AJ, she's coming back out. She's ready. Look at her. That's my girl right there.
Would be surprised she puts up another three-pointer. Hawkeye fans really enjoyed that one. She only hit one all of last year. She's already made one in this game. Kate Martin gets it taken away, but a foul is called.
Caitlin Clarke has come back in for the fourth quarter. You know, we have seen her a little bit this game, but, you know, these kinds of games, you want her to sit down and relax a little bit and sit back.
It's an exhibition game as Stolke continues to
I mean, I feel like the Clarke Pride they can take those outside shots, but man, when they get a little sneaky down low, they'll lay them up a little bit and put them down.
I mean, you talked about in the pregame, they might not have the size advantage on Iowa off the back iron, and Martin brings it down. Clarke in transition.
Iowa's doing good on getting on top of those shooters on the top of the keys and making sure that, you know, they don't give them enough space to take those big shots.
Clarke back to O'Grady from the free
In the
throw line
paint.
is O'Grady.
Still running smoothly, but still away from Gabby Marshall, tips it away from Clarke Pride, going strong past Caitlin Clarke, and she finishes it up high. Look at that pass and that control work from Gabby Marshall and Caitlin Clarke. A little chemistry.
That one, Georgia puts it up, no good. Kate Martin brings it down for the rebound. Kate Martin over to Caitlin Clarke into the corner for Marshall. Now to O'Grady. is good.
O'Grady has done such a great job in taking those close shots in the paint, making sure that it's working well for her.
Looks like both teams are going to go for a full lineup
There we
change.
go.
Marshall to Caitlin Clarke, all alone, puts it off the glass and in.
AJ, I was waiting for her to dunk it.
I thought she was going to dunk it. We were waiting for it.
I thought she was going to fly in the basket. I'm not going to.
No good. Martin brings it down.
Looks like we've got a full new lineup coming in, waiting on the side of the bench.
Martin charging in. Steps back inside the paint, gets it to go.
These
And
shots
there
are
it
just
is.
laying in for these Hawkeyes. Look at them smiles coming off the court. They know that they've done it, and they should be proud of themselves. Both teams should be proud of themselves. They've worked.
And a standing O from the Hawkeye squad, from the Hawkeye fans. As a full lineup change on its way. The first an Iowa timeout. This one inside for a Fulter, back out to McCabe. Taylor McCabe goes to work inside, off the glass and good. Great move by Taylor Hawkeyes, now up to 8.
Taylor Hawkeyes has been a player I've been watching this whole time, AJ, and she is an aggressive player, and that's what you want. She is that player that can get down low and get back and forth where you need her to be.
She's had an incredible night, 3 for 9 today. Feuerbach off the glass, can't finish the and one. Who gets fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line for 2. That foul was on Maya Mershman. That is her 3rd. Subbing in for Clarke. Nicole McDermott subs back in for Clarke. Feuerbach drains the first. It's a second one to go.
This is a game where it's a high-scoring game for this team. I mean, I think that the basket really likes them today. I feel like every other shot's going in for them.
They've certainly had their way all day. Kylie Feuerbach goes in for Goodman, can't get it to go. Molly Davis comes flying in, gets the rebound, keeps it on this side of the court.
Molly Davis kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, she was fastened down, making sure she gets those boards, especially, being a little bit tinier, she can still get the job done, especially making sure that she can either get a shot out or get a shot in. So
she's definitely going to be a key role player this year. Now she has the rock and is charged for a foul. Make sure that Izzy Peterson's okay. She took a tough fall there after Molly Davis tried to force her way into the paint. Jada Jimphy checks in for Iowa, as well as Beatrice Atienza, the junior guard for Clarke. The 5'3" junior from Plainfield, Illinois, getting her first minutes in this one for Clarke University. Feuerbach inbounds to Davis. Davis goes to work in the paint again. Back out to McCabe for 3. That one just rims out.
With her to score a basket, but we'll see what happens.
It is McCabe who brings it the other way. Kylie Feuerbach inside to Goodman. Can't get that one to go. Jimphy gets the rebound and puts up to herself.
Strong finish on that one. Revenge on that three-pointer from that last play. Good look on that one.
Brianna Burrell, like you said, missed her last three-point chance. Gets that one to go. This one, Feuerbach from beyond the arc.
There we go.
Good. Kylie Feuerbach from the key gets it to go. That's her second 3. She's up to 8 points. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Feuerbach over to McCabe. As Jimphy down low, gets it to Goodman. Off the glass and good. As Goodman's now up to 12 points. 3 by Vonnekamp. Comes down to Johnson and she runs the court.
Johnson's hustling down there looking for an open pass.
And she gets it to Feuerbach for 3. No as good. The shot clock was expiring, no good. Feuerbach comes down with it. Gets over to Johnson. Elects to pass it inside for Jimphy. The mid-point shot, no good. Goodman
and right
with
back
the
up again.
is good. Final 15 seconds here from Carver-Hawkeye Arena. Iowa up 122 to 49.
Hey, this has been one exciting game, and now we can look at it 122-49. We're going to see.
We're going to have a last-second foul. It's a traveling violation on Vonnekamp. And Iowa will elect to run the clock out. And there it is. Iowa wins their second exhibition game of the season, 122 to 49. Hannah Stolke have a day, 27 points, 11 for 15 from the field. Behind her was Sharon Goodman, 14.7 for 13 from the field. Caitlin Clarke, 24 points, 9 for 13, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, just missed out on the double-double. And then Kate Martin, 10 points herself, 4 for 4 from the field, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Addison O'Grady, 12 points, a couple of rebounds in there, 6 for 10 from the field. Kylie Feuerbach, 8 points, a couple of three-pointers, and 2 for 2 from the line, a rebound and assist as well to tally on to her day. Taylor McCabe and Jim Fee each had 4. Molly Davis had 9 points, Sydney Fulter had 6, Gabby Marshall had 4 as well. That's a look at your scoring for today's game. Again, Kenise Johnson, the only player for Iowa to not score. But looking on the other side, Vivian McDermott had herself a day with 10 points, but it was Maya Merschman who led the team in scoring with 14 points, 5 for 15 from the field, including 2 three-pointers in there as well. Taylor Hossey, 8 points, 3 for 9.